Make sure all your jokes or stories have a clear intent. How many people have been stuck in a conversation with somebody that goes on 15, 20 minutes? At the end of the thing, they go, and you go, what was that about? That's 15 minutes of my life I will never get back. Make sure all your jokes have a clear intent. And here's the other wonderful thing about humor. You're laughing. Their minds are open. They like you. They think you're the funniest guy in the office. You're the best team leader they have ever had. All that. You can also sell ideas in the jokes. You can do jokes about how anal you are, how you are overly protective of your kids, how you're overly fussy at home, how you do all these sort of things. And the people will laugh at it because they'll recognize those characteristics. But what does that also say to you? Man, she is super organized. Who do I want on my team? I would want somebody who's that detail-oriented. You plant those messages in with the same story. You make people laugh. You make their day, but you also sell an image of yourself. Now, sometimes, no matter how clear you try to make a message, it gets lost anyway. A couple of months ago, I was doing a show in Atlanta, Georgia, and I did a very simple joke, what I consider a very simple joke. I said, I'm afraid of dying. You know, some people write how they'll die. Dying by fire, dying by drowning. I think the worst way to die would be dying by alcohol poisoning. Because you wake up dead with the worst hangover ever. And then you got to walk toward the bright light. Could we lose the light, please? Now you got the joke. You're open-minded. You understand the joke. A guy didn't get the joke. He comes backstage all offended. You can't make fun of God. What? You can't make fun of God because God exists. You know how I know God exists? Because my mom was hit by a train, and my mom was dead for 2 whole minutes, and my mom saw God. Thinking, man, your mom couldn't see a train. God's a little more elusive, you know. No big horn or light on God that I remember. Next time your mom's walking toward the bright light, you get her check there isn't a train on the other side. One of the things I should probably have said then, and just occurring to me now, that as much as you should not make fun of a race, it's okay to talk about your own race and culture, because again, it's part of sharing yourself with someone. I think that's important. Like, I'm talking about my life here, and you're all laughing along, and it's part of sharing. You're learning a bit about what I'm about. And that's the important thing. Oh, you guys know who Nia Varkos is? She created My Big Fat Greek Wedding. That made $450 million at the box office, and not just because Greek people went to see it. We all saw people that we knew and characters that we knew in those characters. She was able to share her Greek culture, and I sat there going, man, that's so much like my Jamaican culture. It's very, very, it was a great way of connecting with people. So you should feel comfortable to talk about, I talk about my Jamaican heritage, my wife talks about his German heritage, but as a married guy, I've had to use humor to blend those two, because they don't exactly blend that well. A German-Jamaican wedding. You ever seen people try to polka to a steel band? But for instance, like Jamaicans are very loving people, but we're very poor islands, so our weddings are very much jump-ups. Whereas German people are very industrious, hard-working people, and so they're very elaborate with the wedding gifts, you know? I don't mean to brag on behalf of my German side of the family, but we got fluffy towels. Fluffy! If you're wet, took a corner towel, touch yourself, it would suck the water right off you. Apparently. Because I'm not allowed to use these towels.